guys! Today we're going to be doing another episode in my alphabet series, and honestly I'm kind of proud that I kept going with this because when I first started with the first letter I was like, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm sure not a lot of people are going to watch this, which is the case, but honestly I just don't care because I enjoy doing these and I know that the people who watch these really enjoy watching these, so I'm definitely going to keep going with these probably throughout the whole alphabet, and I'm probably going to make a lot of these as collabs because I find it very interesting to see what other people have in their collection starting with the same letters. So today's video is also going to be a collab, and today I'm collabing with my friend Katie Marie. We have collabed in the past. I love Katie. We go way back. If you guys aren't already familiar with her channel, she does a lot of very in-depth reviews. I would say that you're never going to hear her say that a first impression is a review, and she's gonna have tried out the product a lot of times to really give her honest opinion about a product, which is one of the reasons why I respect her so much. She also does do first impression videos and stuff like that, and she also focuses a lot on indie brands like I do, so I think that you guys would really enjoy her channel. She is also very sweet and very talented, and I'm excited to collab with you again, Katie. So for today's letter, we are going to be doing the letter F. I have picked out my shadows in here, and again, there is a theme, which I find it to be so interesting. Like, I wonder if her colors are going to be similar, but these are the colors that I have in my collection for the letter F. So as you can see, we have a lot of like pinky purple browns and silvers with a pop of blue. So not really sure what I want to do today because I'm kind of restricted in like the mattes that I have. Like all of these are mattes, the blue is a matte, and that's basically it. So like all of these are shimmers. So not really sure what I want to do, but let's start up with like the face. I do have my bronzer on because I didn't have a bronzer starting with F. So let's move into blush. I actually have two options here. I have one in the Morphe palette. I think I'm going to use this. This is the Pop of Coral Trio, and I have a shade in here that's called Fierce. So I'm thinking I want to use that, even though I don't really know how well that's going to go with the rest of my look. I also have this one from BH Cosmetics. This one is in the shade Fiji. This one is extremely pigmented, but maybe I'll use a little bit of this because I just feel like the color in this blush is going to look better than the color in the other blush. So I think I just need to be a little bit light-handed with this because I know how pigmented this is. So I'm just gonna make sure I tap this off quite a bit. Yeah, you can see that's a very pigmented blush, but I don't mind that. I need to be a little bit careful. Usually I like to build up my blush to have quite a bit of pigment, but I like to do it kind of slowly instead of, you know, getting all the blush on my face all at once. But I do think that this is a beautiful blush. You just have to be a little bit light-handed with it. I'm gonna put some on my nose as well because I just really enjoy that look, and I find that whatever highlighter I end up putting on top just makes it look like a really cute nose tip highlight. So speaking of highlight though, I honestly don't have a single highlighter starting with the letter F, so I think I'm gonna save the highlighter for like the end of the video so I can see what the whole look is looking like before I go in with the highlighter. So I think that's going to be the plan. And I'm actually like very prepared today, even though I haven't figured out like my eyeliners and stuff, but I did find two lipsticks that I kind of want to use. So I have two here. I have one that's kind of like a metallic from Jeffree Star. This one is called Flamboyant. And I don't know, I just thought that this could be kind of fun, so maybe I will try to build my look around the lipstick for once. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, actually, let me show you the other one that I have too. I also have this one from MAC. This one is Flat Out Fabulous. I also love this color. Ooh, maybe this is what I'm going to wear because I feel like it's going to go a lot better with like my sweater and stuff since it's kind of like on the jewel tone side. Let me pop this on and just see how this looks and see if I want to wear this. So I think this is such a beautiful color that maybe this is what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go ahead and just fix my lip line a little bit. I'm the worst at applying bullet lipsticks. I really don't know how people do it. So I think this is looking a lot better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by priming my eyes like I always do with my Natasha Denona eyeshadow base, and then we can get into this. I feel like today's look is going to be kind of simple just because of the colors that I have. Maybe I don't even want to do anything very complicated. I'm not really sure. I'm actually going to stay at a hotel here in Vegas today to film for my second channel. I will have that linked up in the corner if you want to go check it out, but I'm gonna go stay at one of the cheapest hotels here in Vegas, so that should be interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, but hopefully it'll be okay. So I'm kind of thinking what I want to do is, oof, this might be like almost too simple, but it is what it is. Let me just swatch this one color here. That's kind of pretty. What do I want to do? Do I just want to use like this dark purple? This dark purple is really pretty. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just pop like a kind of pink in my crease and put that all over my lid and then do like silver in my inner corner or something like that. So I think I'm going to start off with this shade right here, which is called For Sure by Colourpop. So I'm going to take my Rapper number 14 brush and I'm just going to start by basically building up my crease with this color. This doesn't have to be like super exact, but I'm gonna blow this out quite a bit. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop that purple shimmer just like all over my lid and make it into a bit of a smoky eye here. And I think this is going to go okay with the lipstick as well. So maybe that's what I need to start doing when I do these, is to pick my lipsticks first and then build my look around the lipstick, because otherwise I'm gonna end up with like 3 lipstick choices that's not going to go with the look at all, because that's definitely happened in the past. So maybe I've found like a new game plan for these and I just need to be prepared enough that I've picked out my lipsticks in advance.
Come on in, come on up, come on over for the merriest time of year. Come on up, come on in, get together for a good time, smile.
I'm also going to go in with a fluffy brush here and just really make sure that this is nice and blended out. So I think this looks okay. Next, I think what I'm gonna do is I wanna go in with this purple shimmer here, which is from Sydney Grace, and it's called Face Painter. From what I remember, these aren't like super intense shimmers. They're kind of like more on the satin side in that they are kind of blendable. So I think this is going to be a good color to like have all over my lid, because I can blend it into my crease pretty easily. So I am gonna go ahead and spray this and just basically pack this all over my lid. Like I said, it's not going to be like a very fancy look or anything like that, but sometimes it's nice to just do something simple. So this is a little bit more impactful than what I remember, which is kind of nice. So I'm gonna keep this pretty low down to begin with here, and then I'm gonna start bringing it into my crease and blending it out with a different brush after. But I just wanna get like the base layer down here.
For the merriest time of year. Come on up, come on in, get together for a good time.
And now that I'm looking at this, I kind of feel like maybe this lipstick is a bit much with this look, but we'll see where we end up in the end. Usually it'll come together. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of this shimmer on a fluffy brush now, and then I'm gonna start blending this out. Maybe I need to switch to a bit of a denser brush, but I'm gonna try this first. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to another brush here. I need to use my number 13 brush by Rapper. So I feel like that blended out very, very well here. I'm tempted to see if I have maybe like a liquid glitter or something that I can pop on top of this. I don't know, I feel like something is just missing. Like I don't feel like this is as fun as I would like for this look to be, but I do think that I can make it fun with the other shadows that I have. I could definitely put like the teal on my lower lash line, but then I don't know how this lipstick is going to look with everything. So I'm gonna have to just think about it. I also didn't look through like all of my lipsticks to see what I really had in my collection, so maybe I will take a second look. But this is blending beautifully. I think that looks really, really nice. Now I just need to go back in with that purple a little bit more, unless I find something that I want to put on top of this. Or maybe I'll even just leave it kind of diffused and blend it out. I don't know. So I actually do have a liquid glitter starting with F somehow. This is from Stila. It's in the shade Fairy Light. I swatched it kind of on my hand here, and I don't know, it's got like kind of pink and orange and purple shimmers in it, but it's got more of like a champagne base. I don't know if I would completely ruin my eye look if I were to try to put this on my lid and blend it out, but maybe I'll actually try this. So fingers crossed that this isn't going to totally completely ruin the look, but I'm gonna go ahead and just layer some of this like on top of this purple, and I think that that looks, wow, that looks really, really pretty. I'm happy I did that. So I'm gonna try to kind of diffuse it out as I go up. I don't know if I'm gonna have to go in with the brush and blend this out. I feel like this is kind of removing some of my shadow underneath though, but I think it's gonna be okay.
Come on in, come on up, come on over. We'll be dancing round the tree. So let us have a swinging Christmas just like.
So this one is definitely drying out, and I think I've used it once. So I need to just stop buying these Stila ones, because I don't get enough use out of them, which is kind of sad, but I think they're so beautiful that every time I'm at Sephora and I swatch a new Stila one, I'm like, oh my god, I need you so much, and then I end up not using it, which is kind of wasteful, and like I said, I need to just stop buying these, but I just can't help but love them because they're so pretty. So I think that was a pretty good decision. I think that looks okay, especially looking in the mirror. I'm not sure how it's going to look on camera, but I think this looks fine. So I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna do my lower lash line, and I think I'm just gonna do what I did in my crease. Is that what I want to do? I don't really have like a ton of options in here. I mean, I could use the teal, but I kind of just want to keep this like a very simple monochromatic look today. So maybe I'll just do the same thing that I did. Actually, I think I'm just gonna use this purple that I used in my crease. I'm not going to use the shimmer. I'm just going to go in with this one and put that on my lower lash line here. And I feel like I probably should have looked at my eyeliners to see what I have in my collection before I started filming this, because I might end up having like only a orange eyeliner or something like that. Like that would not be ideal. But hopefully I'll have something at least that I can use. I feel like most colors would look good with this though. Like I could mess with the green, I could definitely do blue, I feel like I could do yellow. I don't think there's a lot of colors that I wouldn't be able to do with this look. So I'm going to finish off with this, and then I'm going to take a look at my eyeliners and see what I have. Before I do that though, I'm also going to take a bit of the silver. This is from Cosmic Turtle. It's called Falcor, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. I'm not going to spray this because I don't want this to be like super intense here, which I think it will be anyway. Oh, that's beautiful though. Oh, I love me a good silver. Okay, so I do have some options here, and I think that what I'm gonna go with is probably going to be Fastlane by Colourpop. This is like a very dark green. I think that could be really pretty. I also have Freak by Urban Decay, which I don't know if I necessarily want to use with this look. I do think it could look really cool, but I'm just not feeling that today. And then I also have Fresh by LA Girl, which is a turquoise. Definitely don't want to use that. I'm going to go with Fastlane, and I'm going to finish off my eyes and put on some liner and mascara. And then I'll come back and we will see where we are at, and then I'll put on a highlighter and all that jazz. So this is what the eyes ended up looking like all done, and I think this turned out to be like a very pretty kind of soft look. Maybe not soft for most people, but for me this is pretty much like on the soft side. So I think I want to do something pink with my highlighter, because basically my whole look is pink. So I'm going to use my Dior highlighting palette, and I'm going to use kind of like a mixture of the white and the pink here, just so I can lighten up that pink a little bit. So I'm just going to take a bit of a small fluffy brush here and just kind of go over both of these shades. I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply this.
For a good time, smile, my dear. Come on in, come on up, come on over. We'll be dancing round the tree. So let us have a swinging Christmas.
I'm also going to take some of my Hourglass finishing powder here and just use that to kind of buff over everything. This isn't usually a step that I will do in the summer, because I find that this makes my foundation get a little bit like dewier and break apart a little bit faster, but in the winter it's totally fine because it's like so dry here, and I just find that it helps melt everything together very nicely. So that's going to be the look all complete. I'm really happy with this, and I'm happy to be wearing this the rest of the day. I feel very pretty, which is always a good feeling. So I can't wait to see what Katie did with her look. So if you guys are curious as well, don't forget to check out her channel and her video. It will of course be linked down below in my description box. So that's gonna be it for the letter F. I'm excited to go on to letter G. I think I have another collab planned, so hope you guys are excited for that as well. So that's gonna be it for today's video. If you want to see some other Annette-mas videos that I've done in December, you can click on one of these, and if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.